Hello, it's John Webb, scottishisci-fi.co.uk, scottishisci-fi.com. You can follow me on Twitter or Instagram at DVD Blake. Friend me on Facebook, blah, blah, blah. There's social media and social media full of stuff. Anyway, hello, lockdown week 2. I haven't finished putting out the week 1 videos yet, so this could be a bit behind the times. Anyway, speaking of times, we're in horrible ones. Lockdown. People aren't taking it seriously. Really, they don't listen to me, but they're not likely to, are they? Stay at home. You ain't gonna have no choice soon, because they're gonna just take away all your rights because you're flaunting, you know, the basic sort of like exercise rules, aren't you? Getting in cars and buggering off and going places. Your pillocks. Anyway, it'll be banned soon, so anyway, back to reality. Stay well, stay safe, stay at home. Okay, so let's go back to lockdown bottle number 1, which I opened last week. Now you haven't seen that video yet, so it's probably actually a week later, in which case I'll probably bung out the actual review for this, which is in real time a week later, but on YouTube time the next day, I think. Why not? We'll do that. So lockdown bottle number 1, Daftmill Winter Edition 2007. It's the most recent release, which at this time is the beginning of 2020. So it's 12 years old. It's bottled up 46%. It's got no colouring, and it's got chill filtration, no chill filtration, all that kind of stuff. Good stuff. It is a nice craft presentation of a whiskey from a single farm estate. I actually watched the Amber Light last night, which was very nice, very, very lovely film. Really well shot, made me pine for Scotland, something chronic. Yeah, it was just a really nice watch. So that I sat there and watched that with a dram or 2 of this in hand. And thank you very much for Adam Park for giving me a link and letting me see it. It's really good, mate. Well done. And yeah, thoroughly enjoyable. So I recommend that to everyone. If you want to learn a bit more about history of whiskey and a few interesting distilleries, including this one, which is on there, which I didn't know about, so it kind of tied in really well. And yeah, some of the glorious countryside and like I say, it just looked wonderful. Okay, on to a bit of this then. So I've been having the occasional sip of this over the last week. That's poured far too much, but anyway, because this is the first video I'm doing today, and I'm going to do a few of them. So Daftmill. Yeah, initially, it was a little bit strange initially, but in the time it's taken, a bit of oxidization and everything else, it's really come alive. And it's delicious stuff. Really, to me, it strikes me as old school kind of whiskey. You know, it's fruity. It's a lot of barley in there, a lot of sweetness. And, you know, drinking this alongside watching that film really sort of just put me in the place of it as well. So it is, and I imagine, I haven't been to Daftmill, I really want to go now, but I imagine being there and drinking this, being there would really enhance the, I don't want to word this too badly. I think drinking this away from Daftmill makes me feel like I'm there, if you know what I mean. It kind of like the smells and the tastes, I could just imagine going into the warehouse and having a look around it. It really is evocative of the experiences that you feel when you visit a distillery. And if any of you watching this haven't visited a distillery, go visit a distillery, or 7 or 20 or 50. So there's fruit, there's a waxiness to this. It's got, for a lowland whiskey, it's got quite a presence. A lot of lowland whiskies are considered very light and fragrant and floral and all that kind of good stuff. But this is weightier. It's not, you know, I nearly said nicer then. That's not, that's just an opinion. Yeah. So grassy and floral, definitely there. Awful lot of fruit, waxiness, citrus, nice cereal, rich barley note coming through all the way through. It's like barley sugar. First sip today. So, what a sip. Mm. Now I'll actually have a sip and say something about it, because that is a very nice starting sip for a crappy Sunday. I want to say a different word then. Week 2 lockdown. Hey. Technically week 4, 5. I don't know. I've lost count now. I've been working at home for many weeks. I've lost count of it. I know I haven't been out of the house proper for 8, 9 days now. Getting used to it, to be honest. just stay in, folks, because it's safe. I'm still here. I haven't got a cold, virus, anything. It's all right. Let's try again. Right, come on, professional. That'll never happen. Okay, come on, palate. Think about it. Brain engage. Make it so. Come on. Right. Rich, sweet. I'm just going to repeat what I said on the nose, to be honest, because it's very, very representative. Sweet, floral, touch of herbal. You've got the citrus fruits in there. It's definitely lemon, a little bit of apple, a little bit of spice, bit of ginger, bit of cinnamon, a whole lot of barley sugar, lots of sweetness, lots of rich, voluptuous candy, you know. It's really lovely. I'm not going to drink it all in one go. I'm going to save this for a bit. I've got a few to record. It's just really good stuff. It's just really solid, great stuff. I can't say any more than that. I can't say any less than that, because it takes you away, and it's just delicious. £100. Is it worth 100 quid? Well, is it worth 100 quid? It's worth 100 quid to me. Because it's delicious, but it's also moreish, and I think, you know, as whiskey going a long way is concerned, this probably won't go a long way because it's really nice. But then that's not a bad thing. As the cost of whiskey goes nowadays, I think it's fairly priced, in all honesty, for what you're getting, for the size of the distillery, for the comparative rarity of the liquid, based on the quantity they produce, which is next. Excuse me, sorry, I have a repeating just going on, which is not an awful lot. They don't make an awful lot. And you know what? He waited until it was ready. He waited the time. It's like, this is the first release was last year, year before, I think, and you know, it didn't release anything until it was 12 years old. Till he considered, so Francis considered it was ready, and fair play, man. You know, real softness coming about it now. As it sits in the glass and it breathes and opens up, you know, you get a lovely sugary barley sweet. I'm going to go back to the barley sugar thing because it is barley sugar intense, and it's just, which reminds me of that kind of old school style whiskey. You know, it's just delightful. There you go. Cheers. Just so tasty. Take care. Look after yourself. Stay safe. Stay inside. Stay at home. All that stuff. And I'll see you next time. When we get the app to work and awkwardly push the button.